Mr. Chair, this is only a sort of simple reminder. As I accepted the work to lead the technical working group, gusto ko lang po na bago ako tatamaan sa chairman na si Congressman Dan Fernandez, ay tatamaan din kayo kung hindi kayo magseryoso during our discussion or hearing. Yun lang ang reminder ko. No? Dahil for my 1 year and 6 months of staying here in the Congress, yun na lang palagi ang mga reasons ang naobserbahan ko. Hindi handa, we will give our position papers 1 week after. So kung gano'n ang mangyari during the discussion of the technical working group, bago ako mapagalitan ni Chairman Dan Fernandez, tatamaan kayo sa akin. Yun ang Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Nakala ko retired, Chairman.
Okay, before we proceed sa next resource nakita ko lang dito sa natin. Ang body-worn camera that we purchased from the 334 million, 11,904 units. Pero meron niya kasama na 5 TV external na HDD which is 1,900. At tapos yung desktop, no, yung pinaglalagyan nila ng kanilang mga units. 25 yan, naka-scattered na yan all over the country. Saka yung ating UPS na 1,000 VA, meron din 25 yan. So in other words, ito yung pinuntahan ng 334 million natin. 12,000 body-worn camera. 12,000. Pero meron yung mga infrastructure. Hindi lamang po yung equipment. Yung infra na nilagay sa, I think I remember it, if I remember it right, ano yan, by region ang ginawa yan. Tapos selected na provincial offices and some cities as well. Kaya, I think kaya kailangan na natin ma-approvehan itong body-worn camera dahil meron na po tayong infrastructure. And we spent already 334 million. And I think this will be put into waste, ano? Kung hindi natin ma-approvehan agad itong ating body-worn camera and not put a budget on this. Precisely ito nagiging problem ng mga krimen na nagaganap sa ating bansa. Kailangan natin talagang i-strengthen yung body-worn camera and CCTV as well. Congressman Calvin.
Mr. Chair, 312 over 12,000 magkano yung cost? Because I can still remember during the previous hearing, nagiging 100,000 yung cost.
It was like 95,000 each. Pero it was corrected in the following hearing. It goes down to 25,000.
Okay.
Pero still expensive.
Because that's my reservation. Kung ano pa yung presyo, I would oppose that. But then it was corrected. So 25 with other infrastructure attached to that.
Yeah, because the 334 million, yung 11,900 goes to the unit itself.
Yeah.
Tapos yung 21 million goes to the external. Ito yung doon mo sinasaksak yung mga
Yeah.
Tapos yung desktop, nakalagay din nila doon, meron silang 25, saka yung UPS, I think yung UPS is the baka ito yung memory. May mga ganyan sila Mamaya, we will let the PNP explain about it later on. So be prepared, PNP. Okay, if you're done, Congressman Palma, we will go to Napolcom. Vice PCN, Bernardo, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Your Honor, please. Napolcom is in full support of the proposed bill. We will be actively participating to the technical working group as we have been always attending quite ready in all of the hearings, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Napolcom. So, susunod po natin ay ang Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. PIDEA, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Attorney Joel Maggio from the Legal and Prosecution Service of the PIDEA. The PIDEA has already submitted its position paper in the last scheduled hearing, and the PIDEA fully supports the mandatory use of body cameras in law enforcement operations. In fact, on deference to Supreme Court Administrative Matter Number 2106, the SC requiring the use of body cameras, the PIDEA has faithfully observed the use of body cameras for the last 2 years in the execution of warrants. Data that's me, the PIDEA will actively participate as we discuss the other bills, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you so much for that, PIDEA. So we'll be recognizing the next resource speaker. NBI, National Bureau of Investigation.
Umagang kay ganda, Mr. Chair, members of this Public Order and Safety. Mr. Chair, allow me to read the position paper of the National Bureau of Investigation.
Mr. Chairman, before the representatives will proceed,
Okay, go ahead.
please state his name and position. The name and position.
Okay, can you kindly state your name and your position, NBI, please?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I'm Dr. Roland M. Kepetria. I'm the Chief of the Evidential Multimedia Division. Formerly, it is the Photography and Publication Laboratory Division. We are in charge of video recording every activities, investigation being conducted by the National Bureau of Investigation. Mr. Chair, allow me please to read the statement of the Bureau. The National Bureau of Investigation embraces the newly introduced technology to law enforcement and criminal justice system. The use of the body-worn camera during law enforcement action to enhance technological capabilities of the Bureau to be part of the law enforcement agencies abroad. The NBI supports the lawmakers in the creation of legal frameworks to effectively implement the use of the body-worn camera during police operation, as this will result better transparency and accountability. Though we agree to the importance of the right to privacy, the subject individual, we cannot ignore the fact that national security and state survival are paramount upon these rights. In this regard, we would like to express our concern on some provision that would limit our function in the intelligence gathering. On our part, we will remain mindful of the challenges involving privacy concern by crafting policies that would execute the intention of our lawmakers and at the same time protect our national security. In this regard, we respectfully submitted the Bureau's consolidated position paper for the information and consideration of the committee. Yun po ang introductory statement of the Bureau. And if I may continue, sir, I belong to the academy also, sir, and I'm teaching problem areas in criminal law, criminal procedure, and evidence. Ang mga estudyante ko po dito ay mga taga Philippine National Police and PDEA. In my syllabus, I incorporated Admin Matter 210608, which is the rules on body-worn camera and execution of warrant. Sabi ko sa mga klase ko, mga police, ano ang problema natin dito? Bakit hindi nasusunod? Well, ang sinasabi ng aking mga estudyante, sir, is that there is no penalty that is incorporated in Admin Matter 210608. Kung mayroon sigurong penalty dyan, sir, hindi mangyayari yung multiple case sa nabotas o yung 27 million na ihihiling niyo po mamaya. So there is a corresponding penalty po. And the problem, doon po sa baba, is that we do not have sufficient body-worn camera to be used by law enforcement. Ang sinasabi po ng aking klase ay ang ginagamit po nila ay cellphone. At ang sinasabi ko po sa aking mga estudyante is that is being frowned upon by prosecutors of the Department of Justice. Dapat, meron talaga tayong body-worn camera. Sir, yun po, pwede ko pong i-share po sa inyo dito po sa committee po ito.
And that's the reason why we're talking this, yung na-observe mo sa NBank resolution that there was no penalty. And I was asking Congressman Ako kasi parang nalito rin ako doon. Kasi nga, wala talaga yung effect nung sa Section 7, nung AM number 210608-SC, lumalabas dito na wala talaga siyang penalty under Section 7. And that's the reason why we need to, we need to update this body-worn cameras and the CCTV, no? Para maging tool na to na magkaroon ng deterrent itong ating pong mga PNP officers. And nakikita natin na wala silang takot dahil wala kakibat na penalty yung sa body-worn camera. Congressman, ayun, sorry. You want to debunk that?
No, Mr. Chair, I would just like to ask the good doctor to submit yung mga observations niya for the consideration of the technical working group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Your Honor. We will be submitting.
But insofar as the different bills are concerned, there's already a penalty recommended sa mga bills ng mga authors. Unrestricted and criminal liabilities are there doon sa mga bills dito. So, I think doon sa order na yun, walang penalty na inilagay dito sa ng Supreme Court. So, dahil wala, dito siguro sa bills na tinatakin natin, magkakaroon po ng administrative and criminal liabilities. Okay. But we need your observation and expertise, Doctor, pag-conduct ng technical working group of the Honorable Rehencia. Thank you.
Kaya nga, matatawa ka nga kasi dito sa ito yung inahawakan ng mga ng ating mga kapulisan kung halimbawa, liability for contempt of court shall not apply if the body-worn cameras were not activated due to their malfunction. Ayun ang ginagawa nila sa hindi malfunction so, lagi silang nakakaiwas doon sa contempt. At since wala liability, contempt lang yung pwede nila maging liability. Di ba? Lusot. Di ba? Ang hirap din naman. Sige, Congressman.
But of course, Chairman, kung may aberya sa isang PWC sa isang operatiba, hindi na naman isa yung mayroon, supposedly, di ba?
Yeah.
Lahat dapat daw
Kailangan.
mayroon.
Kailangan kasi nakalagay dito sa AM, sa Supreme Court, sabi na at least 2 body worn camera. Pag wala body worn camera, gumamit ka ng alternative devices, yung cellphone. Pwede mong gamitin eh. But unfortunately, hindi nga nila ginagawa eh. Actually, yung mga kapulisan natin, parang hindi sila aware na kapag hindi nag-work yung body worn camera, you have to get a ARD na at least 2 at nakalagay sa mga conspicuous na mga areas. Hindi sila ganun ka-equipped sa knowledge about this NBank resolution. Nilulusutan nila. Yun na nga yung tema ng resolution na filed by Congressman Acop that we are tackling, you know? Yung failure. Ito dito nagsimula lahat eh. Kaya we need to address this really badly. Okay, so no more question. Kung walang question, punta po tayo sa next invited research persons. Ang PNP. PNP. Andito ba PNP? Yes, sir. You are recognized. Your name and position, please.
Good morning to Mr. Chair and the honorable members of the committee. I believe, sir, that we have previously submitted our position paper, but since this is the substitute bill, draft bill, we would request that we would resubmit our position on this, sir, on this matter.
That's it. Okay, so we'll be accepting that. So since right away, Congressman Gansha will call for a technical working group. So we'll be proceeding to the next. Yes, Congressman Paduana.
PNP na tayo, di ba? Okay, now, sa PNP. You are now the Directorate for Operations. So, previous hearing with regards to body-worn cameras, are you representing the PNP at the time? Or is it the first time?
This is my first answer to it.
Previously, who represents the Directorate for Operations?
I believe, sir, my predecessors nag-attend.
Sino po?
I'm not sure, sir.
Yung predecessor
Probably
mo.
from the Directorate of Operations din or kaya from the Directorate of Plan.
Yung Directorate for Plants nandito ba?
Meron, sir.
Bago din.
Yeah, I remember.
Mr. Chairman, why
Yes,
I'm asking this? Because, again, for continuity, dapat yung mga dumadalo dito, yun na mismo. But of course, there is a major reorganization within the PNP, especially now. Patapos na rin si PNP chief, di ba? So we will expect again the reorganization for the new PNP chief. But what I'm saying is, kasi, as far as I understand, as far as I remember, during the previous hearing, even the Directorate for Finance, nandito nung last hearing, in the person of General Dumbo. Kasi ang question doon is with regards to the budget. Now, can you answer if ever I will ask you about the budget for the body-worn cameras previously, what was been released, saan ang galing, then at present necessary units or numbers of body-worn cameras na kailangan talaga. Kasi on record, if you check the record, there are records, but of course, every year may mga recruitments that happens last year. Now, can you answer?
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot answer because sa Directorate for Operations ako.
Pero, yun yung, Mr. Chairman, yun yung problema. Kasi you know the fact that this is a bill with regards to body-worn cameras. And kayo mismo nagreklamo the time. But in fact, I'm talking with the Chief NP the time during the budget. I'm talking also to Police Major General Paco, which happened to be the previous regional director in my province, in my region. We discussed it in the plenary. Now, kasi gusto ko makita doon, in relation to the provisions that are faced by the DOJ.
Sir, I have a representative from the Directorate for Logistics who can say something about the matter, sir. If you allow, sir.
Before we proceed, the chair would acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Bonifacio L. Busita, representing One Rider Party List. May know the request of
Thank
the
you,
PNP.
Mr. Chair. The Directorate for Logistics daw, kung pwedeng ma-recognize.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have Police Captain Corporal.
Good morning, sir. I'm Police Captain Corporal, the representative of Directorate for Logistics, sir. Sir, based on our record, sir, previous procurement, sir, we have received a 334 million from the Congress introduced adjustments, sir, in GAA fiscal year of 2018, sir. And during the Procurement Management Committee final planning, the PNP deemed it's best to procure not just units of body-worn cameras alone. Instead, a comprehensive body-worn camera system was proposed encompassing personal computers, software, and hardware, sir. Then the PMC determined that the approved budget for the contract amounts to 330,994,830, sir. And the first public bidding took place on November 27,
Meron
2018.
na tayo magkita doon, yung mga
Yes,
public bidding. Now, question is, you were given 334 million, that was 2017 budget deliberation. Then it was implemented with 18, tama? Fiscal year 18. Okay. Now, ilang units yun ang na-produce ng 334 million?
Sir, the budget produced 2,696 body-worn cameras.
Okay. Ano muna tayo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 226 at
2,696, sir.
2,696.
Yes, sir.
But the one cameras out of the 334 million, napakamahal. Tama?
Yes, sir. The unit of the body-worn camera alone, sir, is 25,950 each, sir.
O, 25,950, napakalayo.
Yes, sir.
2,334 million yung binigay sa inyo, 2,600 plus lang units.
Yes, sir, because sir, it includes different hardware, software, sir, since we bought that time body-worn camera system, sir.
Ayun yung problema nyo. Mr. Chairman, alam mo, we have to check. Kasi, that budget allocation was given to the PNP, that 334 million, as far as I remember, during the time, hindi nga nasa net yan, di ba? That was adjusted during the gap.
No.
Nasa net ba yun? Parang hindi nasa net.
The initial amount for the purchase of 2,000 body cameras was inserted by the Honorable Lauren de Garda, if my memory serves me right. Yun ang initial, yung first.
So, yun ang ganito, Chairman, kasi if that budget is intended for body-worn cameras, ang problema, they only produce around 2,600 because the other amount, or most of the amount, goes to computers and everything. Tama?
Yes, sir, hardware and software, sir.
Paki-explain nyo kasi how the body camera works. What are the necessary equipment that are connected to the body camera? Hindi, para malaman ng mga members kung ano talaga. Kasi yung body camera works as a system, with the system. Correct. So, explain ninyo yung marunong sa inyo dyan.
So, before we proceed, before you answer that, Congressman Busita is acknowledged as well. So, acknowledged na. Okay, so ang binabanggit ni Congressman Vice Chairman ako, kasi meron yung software, meron yung hardware. Ganyan yan di ba? May system, tapos may mga docking. I-explain yun, kasi kapag sinabi natin, katulad ng 334 million for 11,900 units of body-worn camera, pag dinivide namin yan dyan, magugulat na kami. Kasi talagang ang laki ng presyo. Katulad ng unang nag-hearing tayo dito. Kaya you have to be equipped with all the necessary documents pertaining to the purchase. So, yung tinatanong niya, i-explain nyo yung pagkaka-breakdown. Sige, go ahead, PNP. Sige, Congressman Paduano, please.
Actually, Mr. Chairman, the budget that was released for the PNP is around is 334 million, but the budget that goes to the body-worn cameras without other infrastructure spent is around almost 70 million lang po. Kasi you mentioned a while ago that the price of each body-worn cameras is only 25,000. So 67,250,000 lang yung pumunta doon sa body-worn cameras. Anyway, pag-isapit na lang po yung report niyo with regards to that, yung 334 million. Tapos yung actual, ano ba yan? Of course, it goes through a procurement processes na, may bidding, etc. So, now ang question is, again, you have requested the budget for 2024. Budget for body-worn cameras. Now, yung out of 334, 67 to 70 million ang pumunta doon sa cameras. Yung infrastructure nyo na ginawa, Do we need, again, to allocate a budget for that?
Kailangan kasi yung body worn camera, we're talking about the 2,600 units.
Hindi kasi hindi ka nito.
Okay, sige, go ahead.
Out of 334, 70 million lang pumunta. More or less. Okay. Now, ang justification is the rest goes to infrastructure for that body worn cameras to be operational. Now, out of the 2,690 or 2,600 plus units, ang alam ko, ilan na lang ang gumagana.
I will be correcting you, Congressman Paduano, on that matter, no? Dito nabasa ko, 334 yung binigay natin pondo. Tapos, ang nabid siya, ang ABC niya, 333 million. But ang nanalo is 228 million. Yun ang exact price, ha? And then, yung body worn camera na pinambili nitong 228 million, 11,900 units yung body worn camera. Hindi siya 2,000.
But ang report nila is only 2,600.
11,900 yan, yung sa 228 million, ha? Hindi siya yung, baka kasi ang sinasabi ng mga to, yung 2,600 units, additional yun, ha? Hindi ang kasama dun sa 228 million.
Then we're talking about the 2018 budget.
Yes, 2018 budget. 2018, 334 yung ilalang natin doon, 228 yung nanalong
Okay,
bidder.
pero yung units na...
Yung units is 11,900.
Oh, ba't sabi nga 2,600?
No, mali yun. Mali yung 2,600 na units.
As far as I remember, that was also the figure given to us by General Tungco.
Kasi ito, pwede ba natin i-share ito? Dito, ano? 11,900 body worn camera for the 228 million, ano yun? Sige na naman ito.
Chairman, today,
2018 to, 2018. This is 2018. And that's the reason why kasi may nakita rin ako dito na 2,600 units. Yun ang gusto ko malaman kung, well, kasi ibang bidding ata yung 2,600. Or, I think, this was donated. If my memory serves me right, parang nagkaroon ng donation ng body worn camera during panahon ata ni General Alizar. Kaya dapat mag-equip din kayo sa pagpunta dito. Katulad yan, may mga ganyang issue that biglang mag-pop out. Kapag hindi kayo prefer, it will be construed that baka mamaya mali mga sinasabi ninyo, kayo mapapahamak. Di ba?
Mr. Chair,
Sige, Congressman ako.
sino po yung representative ng Directorate for Logistics?
Sir, Police Captain Elizur Corporal, sir.
Ano yung position mo sa Directorate na yun?
I'm the Chief General Support Section, sir, of the Supply Management Division, sir.
Nasa jurisdiction mo ba yung procurement ng body camera?
Yes, sir, I'm the head of the planning, PWG and planning and programming, sir, of body worn camera, sir.
Eh bakit hindi mo alam yung history of the procurements of this equipment?
Kanina, siya tinatanong niyo yung component ng body worn camera. Ano ba yung mga kasama nun? Hindi niyo pa kami sinasagot dun eh. The camera, yung harness, yung battery, yung hard drive. Kompleto yun eh, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Yun yung tinatanong kanina na hindi niyo pa sinasagot eh. Simple lang yun eh.
We have, sir, 2,696 body worn camera, sir. And it includes 198 docking stations, 272 sets of desktop
Tama yan.
computers, sir.
Nakita natin yan. At yung sinasabi mo, I saw it as well. But it is a different, it's a different procurement, from the 288 million. Oo, kasi kung 2,696 mo, sa 25,950 price, 69,961,000 lang yung presyo niya. Kaya magkakamali kayo ng discussion dahil ang question ni Congressman Paduano is the 288 million. 11,900 units yun. Sa 25,900 per piece. Yan. Lumiwanag? Kasi yung sinasabi ng 2,696, di ba yan? Doon sa 288. Additional yan.
Ay, Mr. Chairman, saan pondo ginawa yung 2,600?
Yan ang hindi ko alam. Yan ang tanongin natin sa PNP. Sa kinuha, it's either donation or it was inserted or whatever. Hindi ko alam. So, PNP.
So, Chairman, MP, hindi nyo ma-clear yung data? Yung with regards to the 11,000 the Chairman is talking and the 2,626?
My apologies, sir. As of this now, we cannot answer exactly. Maybe on the next meeting, sir, we can. I will,
Mr. Chair?
myself will prepare for it, sir.
Mr. Chair, you're the representative of the Directorate for Operations. And what is your position there?
Sir, I'm the executive officer of the directorate. Sir.
Ikaw ang pangatlo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, kasi my boss, the director, my deputy, at saka XO. So ikaw, dapat nakakalap. May know why, yung directorate for logistics, police captain lang ang pinadala. Kasi as yung XO, alam mo lahat yung mga nangyayari eh. Kasi lahat ng papeles dumadaan sa mesa mo eh. Oh. Kaya, Mr. Chair, next time, may we require na since the PNP is the main beneficiary of this body cameras, dapat yung mga ipadala ninyo yung makakasagot. Ano? Kung kinakailangan na ipadala nyo rin yung director for logistics ninyo, I haven't seen your director for the years that I've been here. Di ba si Major General Mario Cruz? Oo. Ano? Para makita naman namin yung mukha niya. At masagot yung mga katanungan ni Honorable Paduano.
Yes, sir.
Kasi yung tanong na kanina ni the Honorable Gomez hindi nyo nga ma-explain sa amin yung sistema. Kasi yung body camera, complete system yan eh. Pati charger ninyo, dapat nandyan eh. Oo. Hindi nyo masagot. Kaya yun, siguro, ang ipadala nyo rin yung nakakaalam at nakakaintindi eh. Pwede po ba?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Apologies, sir, kasi we just received the notice yesterday, so we
Well,
took time to prepare for that.
As I've said, kaya nga ako maaga rito eh. Ginasa ko yung mga kailangan kong basahin. E di dapat gayon din kayo. Di ba? Kasi yung late na pagkarating, it's not an excuse as I stated a while ago. Yung DOJ nga February 19 yung invitation, pero nakita ko yung kanyang presentation. It pertains to the alleged substitute bill, yung kanyang comments. Di ba? So, kindly do not make an excuse of yung na-late na natanggap ninyo ano. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair. Okay, Congressman Richard Gomez and then Congressman Palma. Please. Ay, hindi ka pa patapos. Congressman Paduano, are you done? Congressman Paduano, are you done?
Hindi pa nga eh.
Hindi ba? Will you allow Congressman Richard Gomez to...
Baka maputuloy. Tapusin ko lang muna.
Is this a different matter?
No, Mr. Chair.
Or in connection with the line of...
It's in connection with
Let him speak.
Congressman Paduano's concern.
Congressman Richard Gomez.
You know, Mr. Chair, my concern here is that when we invite all the agencies with regards to matters that we need to tackle in this committee, maybe request them to come in prepared all the time. You know, the problem is, when most of the time when they are invited, they come unprepared. We must remember that all our budget emanates from this committee. Pag dumating yung tayo na hihingi na kayo ng budget sa amin, sabi namin, kami naman ang hindi handa na ibigay yung budget sa inyo. Ano ang gagawin niyo? So, you have to respect this committee. Please lang. As much as we respect you. Lahat tayo dito, nagtatrabaho tayo ng mabuti para sa kagaganda ng bayan natin. Dumating tayo ng handa, parang pag may tinanong sa atin, hindi yung chairman kasi minsan nagtatanong lang to, pero yung lahat ng tanong niya nandun sa notepad niya, alam niya yung sagot sa mga tanong niya. I don't want the time to come, ilang buwan na lang, darating tayo rin, magkikita-kita na naman tayo, hihingi na kayo ng budget sa amin dito. And what if we kill you sa budget ninyo? Pahirapan na naman tayo. No. Importante yung mga agencies ninyo. Very important yan. So please lang, Mr. Chair, thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Richard Gomez. So, Congressman, will you allow Congressman Palma to intervene after Congressman Please, Chairman, ako na. Tapusin niyo yun. The chair have been asking you so much time. Congressman Paduano.
Senior citizen first priority yan. Anyway, thank you, Chair. May I just make a motion or a manifestation that the next hearing, we will be inviting three prominent or three entities, particularly suppliers as well as the pricing, technical people, to compare the PNP already procured body cam and the future that we are going to procure. Mga technical people, Comsec,
Yeah.
yung mga technical people, can we invite them or
Of course,
supplier for that?
Congressman Palma will do that. We will invite him to
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
mention.
So that's a motion.
Okay. Sige, Congressman Patuano, you now have all the time.
Thank you, Chairman. Anyway, ganito lang, hindi ko na isa-isa, Chairman. But, siguro, I presume that on the next hearing, this will be a technical working group meeting na with Chairman also. Now, ganito lang, yung ihanda nyo ha. Hindi ko na kayong tatanungin, pero ihanda nyo na. Now, the issue between 11,000 units and 2,696, that should be resolved. Okay? Now, second is, out of the 2,696 and or, if that is correct, there is an 11,000 units, ilan ang nagang operational? At saan nyo nakalagay ngayon? Line units ba? Sa regional offices ba? No? O provincial offices? That's number 2. Number 3, question of the budget. In this year's budget, magkano? And how you will intend to spend that budget. Para sa body-worn cameras na to, and lastly, yung issue ni Chairman Ako. In the next hearing, with the PWG or committee hearing, dapat nalinaw sa amin yun. Yung question of the infrastructure for that body-worn cameras. And, of course, dapat ipapadala nyo yung makakasagot, yung may alam. Kasi nung last hearing, when I was present, with regards to body-worn cameras, before the budget deliberations sa plenary, may isang investigasyon doon, nandun ata yung Directorate for Logistics, si General Dungbo, mukhang kumpleto pa ang records niya.
Ayan, pinasend ko na yung 2,606 na units.
Oh, yan.
Ayan ang breakdown para for the information of the PNP.
Pero Chairman, the issue, the question still stands. Yung 288 million na pasok doon sa
correct. The
11,900, yes. Pasok ba yung 11,000 that you are talking about?
Yes, oo.
Eh, magkano ba talaga pumunta doon sa infrastructure? So, this is the warm cameras.
Within the audience of Congressman Paduano, basically, ang tinatanong ni Congressman Paduano, ito yung breakdown nyo sa 2,696 units. Saka saan pondo yung galing yan. Yun namang isang 11,900 units, paano nyo bin-breakdown yun, yung 11,900? Tama yung tanong niya eh. Kasi nga, since ang kailangan nyo pala is 45,000 units ng body-worn camera. So, since established na yung mga docking system, yung mga infrastructure, so, ilang pang pondo ang kakailanganin para pag pumasok dito yun, at least may paglaban natin, di ba?
Yes, Chairman, not only in the budget side during the budget deliberation for next year. Kasi, in the bill, there are some provisions na contradictory in the observation of the DOJ. Now, to justify this, if we need at least 45,000 unit of body-worn cameras, in the bill, dapat malinaw yun, Chairman. Kasi, pag hindi malinaw, contradictory nga, but of course, ang pagkaintindi ko, this will be a law, pwede namang, in general terms, papasok lang doon sa IRR para hindi tayo matali doon sa budget, availability ng budget. Isabi doon sa Act 1 bid ng PNP, Mr. Chairman. So yun yung sinasabi ko na itong bill na to, we need to check and get and have a whole picture of the PNP's budget so that we can also provide provisions in this bill based on the present situation vis-a-vis doon sa needed units and the budget. Kaya nga, observation ng DOJ, napakaganda eh, na may contradictory provision 1614-15. So ganun lang po, pakihanda nyo na lang. Basta, ganito lang ang why we're so keen at saka strict dito sa discussion na to because I do believe that this will deter scalawags. This will deter doon sa mga undisciplined na mga members of the PNP forces, lalo na ngayon yung mga newly recruits. Kawawa po sila. Alam bakit? Kasi pag nalusutan yung karibuhan sa isang operasyon, tuloy-tuloy na yun. Patrolman ka, nakasalo na doon, nagkapela ka, nakapri, hindi ka nahuli, hindi kayo nahuli, tutuloy-tuloy yun. Eh, kawawa yung organisasyon. That's why itong BWC is so important for the, to deter such activity of the Scalawag in police uniforms.
Okay.
Thank you, Chairman.
Tama yung observation. Oh, thank you, Congressman Paduano. I just have some clarification dito. Kasi yung pinakikita ko, akala ko ito na yung detalye. But the observation of Congressman Vice Chairman Ako, yung 2,696, no? The body-worn camera, hindi pa rin nakalagay talaga yung, hindi yung, ano yan, kumbaga kasi totality na to eh. Yung 25,950. So, we need the more detailed. Kasi nung pinadala niyo sa amin, detailed siya, pero hindi kasama yung mismong body-worn camera. Kasi na natin makikita magkano each yun. Without all this, yung tax station, sa management server, lahat ng yan, router, separate yun eh. Pero ang ginawa nyo rito, yung last term nyo, so hindi natin makikita kung magkano talaga yung body-worn camera. Okay, good observation, Congressman Ako. So, dyan natin malalaman. Siguro tama naman yung Congressman pa, mag-invite yan, no?
So the point that was raised by the chairman through Chairman Ako and the chairman, yung 25,950, parang average budget yun of the whole system.
Tama na lahat. So in other words, lumalabas, 69 million yun. So, hindi mo makita kung magkano talaga yung... Kasi body-worn camera ngayon, pag tinignan mo sa talaga, mura lang yun eh. 3,000, 5,000, gano'n lang presyo nun. Oo. Yung high tera pa yun, yung mga high tera. So, yung 25,000, masyadong malaki yun. Kaya kung i-breakdown natin, makikita natin tunay na presyo yan eh. Napag-usapan na natin ito, nabalikan lang natin yun. So, we need more detail. More detail. Para at least malaman natin, kasi nga, basically, kapag bumili na lang tayo, may docking system na lang, meron na tayong system, meron na tayong lahat, yun ang mismong body, yung mismong equipment na yun ang bibili natin.
Ang brand eh.
Madaming brand yan eh. Kasi meron din silang ginagawa ngayon, I just found out eh, nung nagkaroon tayo ng hearing, pinapalitan lang nila yung pinapalitan nila yung pangalan, bumibili sila sa China, tapos napatakan na lang nila. So isang deception din yun eh, yung ginagawa yun eh. That's the reason why, I think, kailangan natin yung right people like this, no? Kasi I don't know, but we need to find fully the problem na to ng body-worn camera. Congressman Gomez.
Yung problema kasi na, Mr. Chair, that's a procurement law. You cannot identify exactly yung branding. But when they open the items for bidding, pwede naman na ilagay yung full description of the brand that they exactly want. Like for example, GoPro is the industry standard.
Yeah.
If you go lower than that, yung mga China nagawa-gawa lang, ang mangyayari, dalawang operation, sira na agad yung camera. But if they can specify exactly without naming the brand, yung exact detail ng let's say for example, GoPro, is ang pinakamatibay, then yung mapipuwersa yung mga magbibid na yun yung item na ibibigay nila doon sa head of procurement entity.
Okay, tama yun. Actually, yun yung problem natin sa yung sa branding, tailor fitting yan, iba, ganyan eh. But we are prohibiting that kind of mga palusot, no? But nowadays, ang daming problem din sa ating procurement law, and as a matter of fact, ay nasa committee on ng APRO. I believe that we will be strengthening yung ating procurement law with regards to this bidding processes. Okay,
Mr. Chairman, last minute comment.
Congressman Emano, you have the floor.
Mr. Chairman, I apologize for coming in late. I had to join a technical working group with the food stamp program. And actually, I have 4 meetings today, and dito lang ako natagalan, Mr. Chairman, because when I looked at the agenda, it's about a bill that is mandating law enforcement officers to use body-worn cameras. And as I was listening, Mr. Chairman, I hope I'm wrong, but I came to a conclusion that the Philippine National Police do not want us to move or does not want to wear body-worn cameras. Maybe for them to continue the things that they want to keep on doing, Mr. Chairman. I'm ashamed of the OJ, NAPOLCOM, and PIDEA, and all of those here present. Because dito tayo natagalan lang sa Philippine National Police, at saka sila pa yung tinutulungan natin dito, Mr. Chairman. So I came to a point that I'm thinking that they're not interested to wear body-worn cameras. Imagine for a hearing like this, there were cases filed against you. There are thousands of cases dismissed because of the evidences that are lacking in the courts. And a bill by our colleagues, a bill that is now tackled in the committee, this will actually hopefully be able to help you in the future. But it seems that you're not interested. So may we know, I don't know if General Balakwick will be able to answer this, Mr. Chairman. I definitely would not ask the captain with all due respect. Are you interested that a bill will be made for you to wear cameras during operation, or you're just dribbling the committee because you don't want the bill?
Mr. Chairman, may we ask?
PNP, you can reply back.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chair. The PNP supports the passing of this bill, sir. There's no doubt for that. And I, for one, supportive na ako. Kailangan namin ito. If I may read the statement from the investigation side of the PNP, in as far as investigation is concerned, the draft bills regarding body-worn cameras will be very helpful in the criminal cases that we file against perpetrators of
Yeah, but
crime.
Mr. Chair,
That's our-
that will take long. In paper, they might be interested and they want to show the committee that they're interested. But in reality, Mr. Chair, I don't think Philippine National Police is interested. They're sending people here. They know for a fact, wherever you go, you have to go prepared. You don't go to war without bullets. You don't go to war without knowing what you're going into. But here it seems that you're not interested. I'm not saying, sending a captain to answer the challenges and this committee will ask. It's actually an insult to the committee, Mr. Chair. The bill is crafted, is heard, so that we will be able to protect our men and women in uniform, or those who are actually with good intention of serving the country. But I think there's also a couple who does not want the bill to prosper. So I hope, Mr. Chair, that not only that we send them invites, but maybe in the future penalize, Mr. Chair, because they're wasting actually time. Time of the representatives, time of those who are present, and time of other agencies. And, this is not their first time to, join us during hearings. They know what the committees will be asking. And maybe they're hoping, Mr. Chair, that we'll be able to forget during next meeting what they have answered us and what we're asking from them. Nagagribo lang, Mr. Chair. So I hope, Mr. Chair, that next time it will be more serious, that there will be penalties against those people who are not actually cooperating. We're doing it for them. And they're not cooperating, Mr. Chair. I hope, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Yeah, we got your point, Congressman Emano, and next time around, we will be more stricter dun sa ating mga invitation. But if there is a intention, that to really be equipped with knowledge and sending people that do not really know what our topic will be, that's an assault to our investigation. And that's the reason why we manifested our intention to be more precise on those people that we will be inviting over in this hearing and be really knowledgeably prepared sa mga questions regarding to the issues that we will be tackling. Okay, so we still have like two invited resource speakers, sa National Privacy Commission and also the NTC, NTC is here. Wala. So, National Privacy Commission. Sir, you are recognized. State your name and your position, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and honorable members of this committee. Good morning to you all. I'm Director Franklin Anthony Tabakin of the Privacy Policy Office of the National Privacy Commission. With me is one of my staff attorney, Kokoy Perez, Your Honors. So we also received the invitation last Friday, Your Honor, and we have prepared also our initial comments. If Your Honor will allow me, I will be able to read our initial comments, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. You have the floor.
Thank you, Your Honor. But first of all, Your Honor, on Section 8B of the substitute bill, Your Honor, on the concept of reasonable expectation of privacy, Your Honor, we would suggest to remove the statement of residences, Your Honor, so as not to limit the concept of reasonable expectation of privacy, or the areas where people have reasonable expectation of privacy. Also, Your Honor, on Section 12, Paragraph 2, on custody and retention, Your Honor, I believe, Your Honor, I respectfully submit, Your Honor, that there appears to be an apparent conflict on the 2-year extension period for retention, and the provision on line 8 to 9 on permanent deletion of the footage only after the termination of the case, Your Honor. So at first it gives the impression that the retention period is only for 2 years, but then subsequently it may be held perpetually, or at least until the termination of the case, Your Honor. And also, Your Honor, we would suggest not to limit the order for access with the
with a court, Your Honor, because other law enforcement agencies may have also used for the footage, Your Honor.
Can I interject on that? No? Kasi yung sa sinasabi mo doon sa line 9, no, na deleted mo yung termination nung pag na-terminate na yung case, saka mo palang pwedeng i-delete yung video. Di ba? Naglagay tayo dito ng 2 years. But somehow, we all know the problem of pretension of the videos on the power structure or the infrastructure of the system. Sometimes may lifespan yan, napupuno eh. So, basically, if that comes na talagang puno na, maapektuhan yung ano natin, yung provision natin doon na, for example, kung ang case nyo umabot na 5 taon, paano yun, di-delete mo, ikaw yung power lang, ng 2 years lang, delete na sila agad, di ba? So, anong take nyo doon?
Well, I would suggest, Your Honor, that since it has already been ordered, or the retention has been ordered by the court, then we transfer or shift the responsibility for retaining that particular footage, no, to whoever ordered. Not only the court, Your Honor, as I've said, also to maybe another law enforcement agency who has used for that footage, Your Honor.
That's a good suggestion. That's good. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Congressman Richard Gomez,
As you said, the original material will come from the PNP to be kept in their own. Ano ba yung safekeeping niya ng digital images niyo? Do you keep it in a cloud platform, or do you have a bank for that? May vault pa kayo? How do you keep these images?
let them answer. PNP.
I believe, sir, meron kaming server storage. Yung storage ng ano.
And then yung sa server storage nyo, may redundancy ba yan?
Not sure.
I mean say, doble niyo ba yung pagtago ng digital images niyo? Paano kasi yung digital images, after some time, nakokorrupt siya eh. That's why there's a reason, that's why they always do redundancy. Pag gumawa sila, nagtago sila ng digital images, dinodoble nila yung storage nila. Yun yung backup file.
Yes, sir, we usually do that. Sa aming mga system, may backup file kami, sir.
Can we confirm, Mr. Chair?
Actually,
pag-backup nila?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, well, the PNP that was invited, no? I think that you are not knowledgeable to all the issues that we are tackling. Kasi in the last hearing, if you will notice yung last hearing natin about this, tinakal yan eh. Meron tayong infrastructure for banking of all those videos. Meron din tayo sa iCloud. Actually, ang support dyan, meron tayo sa Makati na isa, meron tayo sa Quezon City na isa. Yun yung backup. Tapos meron pa tayo sa cloud. Ang question kasi dito is yung capacity, kasi napupuno yun yung sa iCloud eh. And that's the reason why I asked the National Privacy Commission. So basically siguro pinakatablas doon para hindi sila napupuno. Pag may mga kaso na talaga, yun ang mga i-retain. Yung may mga cases. But those who have been there lingering for so many years na wala namang kaso, so i-delete na natin yun. So I think that's the best answer that we can get, no? We can get. Sige, Congressman ako.
The PNP has a manual. Di ba? 2018 pa, meron na kayong operational guidelines. Are you aware of that? O, di dapat alam mo yung isagot kay Honorable Gomez. Kasi nandun sa manual nyo yun eh. The operational guidelines. That was signed by then Senator, then PNP De La Rosa in 2018. So, dapat basahin niyo kasi yung mga yun bago kayo dumating. Now, may I ask the Privacy Commission, Mr. Chair?
Yes, go ahead, Vice Chair.
Maganda yung kanilang style eh. Yung pong observation nyo po ngayon, hindi po kasama dun sa observation ng representative ninyo na dumating ng first hearing dito. Tama po ba?
Well, Your Honor, the observation that I mentioned earlier was based on the substituted bill, or the supposed substituted bill that we received last
Okay.
Friday. So,
Yeah. Pero kayo rin po ang representative nung una.
no, Your Honor.
Yes. Interesado lang po kasi ako dun sa inyong kwan eh. Yung inyong sinamit nung una. Dito kailangan ni Honorable Rehencia. Yung recommendation ninyo, a provision on the conduct of a privacy impact assessment. Would that still be true now?
Your Honor, that would be a good practice, Your Honor, because that would be a recognition also and of the importance of privacy, data privacy rights of every Filipino, Your Honor, of every individual.
Your other recommendation is you recommend that implementing agencies to incorporate the provisions of the Data Privacy Act of 2012 as well as its IRR.
Your Honor, just only as may be applicable, Your Honor.
Yes, okay.
Of course.
But the most important, I think, is that you, I think, gave it upon yourself that you respectfully request that we be informed of succeeding versions to enable us to share our inputs with the end in view of achieving the noble objectives of the bill.
Yes, Your Honor.
So,
We make that
I expect that the representative of the Data Privacy Commission will attend the technical working group hearings.
We would
to be
welcome that,
conducted.
Your Honor. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you so much. So tapos na po tayo sa mga resource speakers. So we'll be inviting our members for their question and queries. Congressman Busita, you have the floor, please.